Right, so Apple's finally announced their March event, and so let's delve into the products we can expect to see. But first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so over the last few weeks, there's been a multitude of rumors regarding various products coming at the March event. But let's focus on the most likely releases, and that begins with the iPhone SE 3. So this release is a little boring, to be honest. Essentially, it's going to be the SE 2 but with the A15 chip and also 5G support, and that's it. Now, there are rumors we could see a new camera on the back, maybe MagSafe support, but really the A15 chip and 5G support are going to be the main upgrades. I think the most exciting part about the SE3 has to be the price, because there's rumors it could be $300. So yes, a price decrease, that would be pretty mad. And we could also see the SE2 stay in the lineup at $199. That's an insane deal. So yes, I'm pretty excited about the pricing of these products. Anyways, let's now move on to the iPad Air 5. This again is a pretty boring update. It's going to get the same A15 chip and also 5G support like the SE3, but with center stage, new colors, and a flash on the back. Now, I'm also praying we do see quad speakers, dual cameras, maybe 128 gigs of base storage, but yeah, the features that are somewhat confirmed are a little boring. Now, pricing for the iPad Air 5 is going to be the same $599 price point. But anyways, now we come to the Mac, because Mark Gurman has said we should see at least one new Mac at this event. And really, the most likely release has to be the Mac Mini with the M1 Max and M1 Pro chip. Why do I think this? Well, of course, initially the rumors were pointing towards the bigger iMac and also the Mac Mini releasing at this event. But then the iMac got pushed back due to mini LED constraints, and so the Mac Mini just being a box means that it should be pretty easy to make. And while the Mac Mini specs are going to be near identical to the MacBooks, so the same M1 Pro and M1 Max chips with the same configurations for the RAM and also storage, I think the most exciting part has to be the new design. It's going to be thinner and also more compact, but with plexiglass on the top for better Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. We could also see the power connector from the iMac and also 4 USB-C ports. Now, interestingly, these renders by John Prosser also show no headphone jack, and that's a little odd, because a Mac Mini, if anything, does need a headphone jack to connect external speakers, since the internal speakers kind of suck. And so yes, I do doubt this part of these renders is going to be right. Now, I'm not sure about the pricing for this Mac Mini, because it could be the same price as the current higher-end model, which is $1,100, but then again, with the new design, we could see a price hike, and so it could be $1,300 instead. So yeah, that's the Mac Mini in a nutshell. Now, as for the other Macs, these are less likely to release at this event, and here's why. So while the bigger iMac would be great to see at the March event, like I said, there are production issues, and many sources have been claiming it's been pushed back. And so yes, I do think we can be somewhat sure that's going to be the case. Now, the other Mac that's rumored to release is the MacBook Pro with the M2 chip. Now, this apparently is on schedule for the March event, production is gearing up, and essentially this should be the same M1 MacBook Pro but with the M2 chip instead. And really, that's my main issue, because this won't get the new design, it's gonna have the touch bar, the older LCD panel, and so why is Apple releasing this when we're about to get a superior MacBook Air with the M2 chip later in the year that's going to be better all round? But also, I just don't see Apple announcing the M2 chip before they finish transitioning the higher end models to the existing M1 variants. And so yes, I do still think the M2 Max are going to release at their own event later in the year. So yes, the iPhone SE 3, the iPad Air 5, and the higher-end Mac Mini are the products I expect to see. But of course, I would happily love to be wrong about this, and I do hope the March event ends up being a lot more exciting. Anyways, guys, tell me your thoughts. Which products do you expect to see at the March event? Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video above on details regarding the iPad Pro with the M2 chip, And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.